Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Aislinn. Hello. If you're new here, hi. If you're not, hi. Thanks for coming back. Today I am bringing you a organizing my book cart video, soon to be my TBR cart, because I don't use it as a TBR cart currently. This is my lovely cart. I got it for Christmas from my Nana. She loves me very dearly, so she bought it for me. It was on my list, and basically right now I've just been using it as like a bookshelf. After seeing everyone's beautiful carts on Instagram and Twitter and BookTube, I wanted my own, and I got teal because it matches my room. So I haven't used it as anything just other than a cart. It's just a book cart. I want to use it as a TBR cart since I'm starting to make TBRs again, because I have certain readathons and books that I want to get to, and it's just so hard for me sometimes to stay on track and remember what books I want to read, other than be like, oh yeah, I have to read that, oh yeah, I have to read that, and it just, things continue to be pushed under other books, and it just becomes a cycle, you could say. And then, as you've seen, I also have this bookshelf. My idea is to basically have the bookshelf be books that I've read, because I have books on here that I have read, and then have this just be books that I haven't read. So that's kind of my main idea here. Basically, I just wanted to share my creating a TBR cart process with you. My first step is I'm gonna take all my books off and then go from there. So the book cart is now empty. It's free to roll around and be in motion. So this is all the unread books from my cart on my bed. And I still have unread books on my shelf, so I just have to take those off now. And then I will leave the read books on here. So this is all unread. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 piles, and then these two little mass markets. This is all that was read that's on that cart, so not very much. And then I still have more books on my dresser, a couple of them that I have to put in here. So this is a lot more than I expected. So we'll see how this goes. But as you can see, it's quite the stack here. They're quite deep, so this is going to be a task. Okay, so now comes the actual putting it in the cart part, which I feel like will take a while, but I will still record anyway, and then you get to see what the fuck I do. So, I mean, you won't be able to see the whole cart, but then I'll give you a little cart tour after. As you can see, I put, actually, this should be going on the favorite series shelf. What am I doing? This can go up here. Because I don't know if it's going to be my favorite series anymore, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's talk about this. So that it's done. I may end up moving around some stuff, but this is basically, they are très fini. I've taken off a couple books because these are two that I wouldn't really put them on my TBR to just sit and be like, ah yes, I want to sit and read this. They're interesting to me, but I'll probably just flip through them other times. So they're gonna go down on my bookcase downstairs. I'm also gonna take off Game of Thrones because I never finished it. As you can see, I'm still on page 634. I had a whole class about this series when we read the first 3 books and my 3rd year, and I didn't finish them. As you can see, I mean, the exam was open book, so we got to write stuff in it because we took the books with us into it since we got the exam topics ahead of time. So English degrees teach you, yes, analytical skills and how to write essays, and they also teach you how to bullshit. So, you know, got that done. And then I'm also taking off Stephen King's On Writing from my bookcase because I've already read it twice, once for a personal and once for a class, and I'm just gonna put it in my desk because I figured it would have better use there. Let's look at this old ass bookmark. I've had this since middle school. I remember getting this in middle school. It says read in the wildest places, and it says read on the like links is for, it won't focus so it won't show it, but it says read. Focus please. Hello. It says read, but anyway. So I'm gonna take that off, and then I have these 2 design books, well, creativity and design books, since they would fit better in my desk as that's where I would usually need them. I haven't read them yet, but they're very short. As you can see, some pages are just blank, and then there's like pictures, and this one is very similar. So I'm just gonna move them over there. They don't really need to be, oh my god, they don't really need to be sitting on my bookcase. I have a advertise how to create good ads book on here as well, which I do actually have to sit down and read. So it's in here, it's not a priority, but let me give you the new tour. So this is the new top shelf. This is all books that I've read that I do not have packed away. So it pains me to not have them with some of their sequels. Like I have Thunderhead on the cart and the Wicked King on the cart, but if I'm doing what I'm doing, I have to have it separate for now. And then this half didn't change, as you can see. And then I've put An Ember and a Torch Against the Night here, and Spin the Dawn, and Crooked Kingdom is not with this one. Once I get my big bookcase back, I'm going to be able to organize this better because I will move some down there. And I don't know what I'm going to do when I read Rebirth the Gates, because I'm going to have to put it here. So something's going to have to come off. So I don't know. So here is the top of the cart. So as you can see, I have some books tucked at the back because I maximize my space when I'm organizing. So my idea here is kind of prioritizing the books on the right. Don't ask me why when I read left to right, but anyway. I put Empress of a Thousand Skies here because I didn't read it for the Scallywagathon. So I have to get to it as soon as possible. And then Reaper Wad I put in here because if I don't put here, I'm not going to get to it. And I've been trying to read this book for like... I've been trying to read this book for about 3 years. So it has to happen. And then Right to Dragon's Thunderhead. All this stuff. So ideas like as I go into October, I'll have some other books to read. I doubt I'll get to all of these before the end of September. Because as you can see, there's a lot. The second shelf is... focus, is set up very similarly, so right to left to right, and then the top. My hope is to read everything up here first and then read everything down here. I don't know how feasible that is because sometimes I do get in a mood where I suddenly am like, okay, I'm gonna read this book that I've had on my TBR for about 3 years now, and I just go with it. There's that, and then this is books that are I do want to read, but are not as high of a priority to get to at the moment. Like with Stars Above, I have to read Winter first before I can read Stars Above. Some of these are newer on my TBR. Like I've only had this on my TBR since February, whereas And same with this, because I got it for my birthday. And like the Secret History I just bought. Most of these I've just bought this year. The only one that I haven't is Renegades and Emperor of Thorns, but I have to read King of Thorns before I read Emperor of Thorns. Oh, that's the wrong book. So I figured for Renegades I should probably finish the Lunar Chronicles first before I read her next series, but if I get in a sci-fi mood, I might decide to read that. I don't know. This is the way I work. It was bothering me how my cart was set up, so I figured I need to change that. And it's funny how a lot of the red books ended up down here. There is some books tucked behind, but I guess I can you can wheel it out and see, wow, like Little Women by Hazelwood. So a short story collection, like they're just not as high of a priority for me. There's a Wicked King and Brand of Fire to Quilly Kingdom. So as you can see, I have some, and like Firebug has been on my list for a while, but I have a secret, I guess it's kind of a secret video that I'm working on that will come into play. So that is the cart for the most part now. As I said, I will probably move some stuff around, but I'm trying my best to do this and then make sure I stick by it. So that's pretty much the cart and the organization part. If you like this video, please let me know. Let me know if you have a TBR cart or want one, and if you do have one, how do you organize it? What do you do with your books on it? I'm always curious to see how people organize their books. I've tried multiple ways to organize books, and I've done the rainbow. I've done just by priorities, like I always have my Percy Jackson shelf in the middle and everything, and then I kind of go outward from there. So I have decided that once I get Billy back, I'm organizing by genre and then author within genre, like a bookstore, because it's just way easier to find books that I want to read, and it probably won't look aesthetically pleasing, but for my sanity, that's how I'm going to be organizing books. So that's my plan going forward. I mean, I don't have Billy yet. Once I get Billy, I'm going to do an unpacking my books and reshelving them video, hoping that'll be soon-ish, depending on when I get to bring Billy back. But let me know how you organize your books. So thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below about how you organize your books. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and please don't forget to subscribe so you can see more bookish content, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!